Automatic recording. Done. So second chapter, 16th sloka.
न सतो विद्यते भावो न भावो विद्यते सतः.
Sir, read louder, sir.
Yes, ma'am. न सतो विद्यते भावो न भावो विद्यते सतः उभयोरपि दृष्टोरन्तः त्वनयो त्ववयोक्तः त्वदर्शिभिः न सतो विद्यते भावो न भावो विद्यते सतः उभयोरपि दृष्टोऽन्तः त्वयोक्तत्वदर्शिभिः त्वयोक्तत्वदर्शिभिः. Okay, ma'am?
Right, thank you.
Okay.
So if at all you go to this meaning of that particular sloka in your books, it is very much clear. Like here he is talking about two aspects. One is the Atma, which is fact, which lives forever. Okay, and the situations and the events which are happening in the life, they are not facts, they are just temporary, they come and go, and the reaction which is happening is our own perception that we are reacting to the things. So what exactly he's saying is like, the things, the events which are happening, they are just events passing by us. And the reactions which are happening, they are happening because of our perception, our own visualization and programming in our mind. So both of them are not facts of life. They are only temporary, and temporary things will diminish, they'll vanish, they'll not sustain. Then what sustains? What sustains is the knowledge. Atma. So, what the Atma, superior soul, which we believe is like, the super conscious state of us. When you know the conscious mind, how it is performing, the subconscious mind, how it is performing, if you go more deeper of your subconscious mind, you will be into your super conscious state. Then you will be looking things only as they are, not but according to your perception. So, but now how we are looking at the things, the way we perceive them, according to our own filters. But actually, how we are supposed to look at the things? Exactly how they are from their place. But we are unable to do that. So Krishna says all of us, don't think about the temporary events which are happening, but focus on your super conscious state, which is very permanent. So we all have to improve on improving our knowledge. Our focus should be on improving our knowledge. Once the knowledge is improved, we will be very growing from conscious to super conscious level to the spiritual level. So most of them, this traveling part, they called a spiritual journey. Few of them who are only into materialistic world, they called as like, working on self. So spiritual journey is nothing like, we are getting near to God or we are performing prayers or not, but we are moving from where we are to a super conscious level, looking at the things how they are. If at all you recall Ramana Maharshi or Ramakrishna Paramhamsa, do you remember their lifestyle and how they used to progress? They just used to look this body as body. Any problem, whatever they have gone through, the diseases or anything, we are looking them as a challenge or a problem and a big deal in our life. For them, it's a casual event. That is nothing to do with their knowledge levels and what they're processing in their mind. They are only on self-improvisation, performing their duties. But where is our focus? Whenever we are going in our journey, something, a small aspect comes on our way, we'll just stop there, hang it to that, forgetting our duties. That is the reason Krishna was always insisting, like, give your importance to your Swadharma. Focus on what you are supposed to do. When your focus is on what you are supposed to do, all the elements, all the events will just scatter away automatically. The best example, when you recall your childhood, if you are playing cricket, okay, so the ball went and fallen into a very, very, what we call a very dusty area where all stones are there. If you go, like, they'll pinch you. But when you have to out the other person, your focus is on the stones or the dusty area, or your focus is on ball. Your focus will be on the ball because you are clear about what you are supposed to do. So always in our life, we need to be having clarity about what we are supposed to do. How do you get this clarity? You will get this clarity when you start improving yourself to the super conscious level. Done? Yeah. So 17th sloka.
మళ్ళీ ఎవడు పెడతాడు ఉంటే ఆడు కూర్చొని ఆడేటో తిరిగి వచ్చి ఉన్నానులే అంటాడు. అట్లా కాకుండా మన మీద పని ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉన్న మనిషి ఉంటే
ఆయన వస్తున్నాడు అందాక 2 రోజులు ఒక 2 నెలలు ఇవ్వండి 5 రూమ్ అని అడిగి తీసుకుంటే
ఆయన ఫోన్ నెంబర్ తీసుకోవాల్సింది
ఉంటాడు అనుకున్నా. నెంబర్ కాకుండా దొరుకుద్దురండి, అమ్మినోటిని అడిగితే ఇస్తారు.
Ma'am, you can only place everybody on mute.
Yeah, I'm doing that. So 17th sloka. Avinasitu tatvidhi yena sarvamidam tatam vinasamavyyasyasya na kaschit kartumarhati. So what he's saying is, so in 17th sloka, 18th sloka and 19:20. Here, Sri Krishna is completely talking about the knowledge, the fact of life. What is spread all over the world is Atma. So he's speaking about the energy. Okay. Now let us keep the psychological dimension aside and see the true meaning. What he have spoke here is about. He's saying everywhere the energy is spread, and that energy is the universal energy. So, what is universal energy consisting of? Panchabhutas, air, water, fire, space, earth. In this universe, like, apart from these five substances, you cannot see anything. Whatever is made out of these five aspects. Okay. So let us try to understand that also in this scientific dimension. So all the
So this is, sorry, ma'am, just to interrupt. It is air, water, fire.
earth, space.
Okay. Okay, go ahead. That is called
And
universal
human-
energy, right?
Any existence, any life for them, the reason is only these Panchabhutas. If anything is missing, if at all your body is also combination of these five bhutas, right? So in that sense, if at all you see, we are part of this universe. Every human being is having the same qualities, like, we all possess this Panchabhutas. So Krishna is saying, like, universe is spread of the entire common energy, and among such energy, we are one form. And our form is having identity with the other energy because we are just given with this body. To separate it, as if, like, this current is spread, like, whatever is there in the tube light, AC, or my bed lamp, or in my fan is only current. But what I have given them, the different instruments, is a tube light, fan, AC, but what is flowing, the internal energy is current. In the same way, it may be Mrs. Vijaya, it may be Mrs. Archana, it may be Mrs. Rukmini or Sirishagar, whoever it is, we are being given the different bodies, but whatever is flowing inside all of us is the same energy form. So, this energy form will never diminish. It will never vanish. The original, which we are talking about, the super conscious state, why we are all together on a common platform talking about these aspects, because the inner self, whichever we are having, this is able to receive the knowledge on the same platform, to analyze it, to understand it. Then what is differentiating a person to other person when we all have the same knowledge is how we got programmed from our childhood. How these emotions are being, like, as a mud covering our mind, our intellect, and we are unable to see what we are supposed to do, what is the nature of us on this planet. We are forgetting all the stuff, and we are just mingling in a small little depths of water and struggling there itself, like a frog. So Krishna is making us to understand very clearly that here everything is perishable. What only is unperishable is soul, the super conscious state, the wonderful knowledge, whatever comes. See how many generations have taken place. Today also you will be insisting on the ancient people who discovered what is the science. Today also when you research, you will receive at the same old science. I'll just tell you one example. Recently I did one Panchabhuta Shuddhi Kriya organized by Isha Foundation. I want to understand something about it. So when they were explaining the concepts of this water, air, and other stuff, let us just see how the water works. The scientific research has proved, it seems, water has memory. Water has memory. So by holding the water, you, like, 70% of earth, 70% of our body entire is covered with water. So water plays a key role. Memory. Water plays a key role in modifying our body in a healthy way. If at all you read the Ayurvedic science and all these things, you will have this knowledge. So scientists have found that water has memory. So what does water has memory in the sense? Today I hold a glass of water. I pray it. I put my grace onto it and I start consuming that water. That water becomes a good water and start playing a good role in my body. Now we will keep this concept aside and see if you remember our ancestors used what to say holy water. If they have to if at all you see movies or something else, if at all we want to what we say punish, like opposite of blessing, sin is papam. If at all we want to curse, we take use of water and start cursing others. If you want to bless others, go to temples, they'll give you water as tirtha. If at all you are performing any ritual, any puja, you will take the source of water for performing ritual. Why we are taking the source of water for all these things? When I started application with this particular concept, which I have understood, and really water has memory. That is what we call that sankalpa. Whenever we are doing any ritual, we start taking sankalpa. We take help of water, then we say the sankalpa. Because water has memory, it takes all our will and wish into it, and it starts sending that message to universe. And the same water, when we consume inside, it starts sending to each and every cell and gets enriched. So that powerful the things are working. So how many generations are happening? The ancient people already they researched, they framed a rule, they implied, but now again we all have believing in science and we say that is stupid orthodox disciplines. Again we are doing research and going back to the same ancient science. So that is the reason energy is everywhere. How you process it rather than struggling with small events in your life, looking them as a big problem, start identifying what is your journey over this planet, what we are supposed to do, am I doing that, and focus on your self-enrichment. That is very much important. Yeah, can someone read? Second chapter, 18 sloka.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I have a doubt here.
Yeah, please.
When you say everything is perishable, only soul is unperishable. I quite don't understand that concept. Soul is within us, right?
Yeah.
And we are buried.
The
soul is also buried, isn't it?
No. In our Vedic sciences, it is said that soul only witness the things. Soul only witness what you are doing. So when really you have to go deep hidden and process through your soul, then we need to have this Atma Jnana, which we call it as super conscious state. But we are still at conscious level only.
Okay.
And most at times we are even consciously also struggling. Always the subconscious mind will trigger us with its emotions, beliefs, and we are playing by our subconscious. So first we should not be under the control of subconscious. We need to start acting consciously. Then we need to seek the knowledge. Then we need to go to the higher levels. And all the people, whoever are doing this sadhana, is to reach that super conscious level only. And it's not that easy. Because consciously only we are getting triggered many times. Right? So moving from conscious to super conscious, we need to keep lot of efforts and maintain them consistently, then it is possible. Now you are able to look your kids as you. You will feed them. If they eat, you feel happy. If at all they are happy, you are happy. But when you reach a super conscious level, any human being, any creature on this planet is happy, you will be happy.
That is looking for happiness outside, right?
If they are happy, you are happy because you feel everything is same. As you feel me and my kids are same, they are happy, I'm happy. In the same way you feel like universe and me are same, any creature on this planet is happy, I'm happy, because the energy flow everywhere is the same. So we need to reach that state. So that is Atma Gnana, which comes in on the process when we are struggling for a longer period of time. But that at this point of time, when we just focus on, like, what we are supposed to do, make ourselves happy, is focus only on the duties rather than getting deviated with the obstacles. And whenever the obstacles come, and whenever your heart says, your feeling says that no, I can't do this, though it is your duty, you come with a number of excuses. So you need to use your intelligence and don't come with your excuses and start doing the thing. Done? If you have any other query, you can ask me.
I'm little lost with the Shloka 18.
Shloka 18.
Somewhere I can't make sense of all this.
17.
18.
18, we did not read it, no?
Sorry. Yeah, 17. Correct. 17. I'm a little
17.
lost with 17.
You have that book with you?
I mean, I'm not confused about the shloka. I'm certainly confused about, the soul and Atma and world is happy. I am happy. I believed I need to find happiness within myself. And now when I say world is happy, I am happy. That again, looking happiness outside of me. Which we are told
this me and I concept will not be there when you enter into superconscious state. That is a simple difference. So when you are using that term like me finding outside happiness, so outside inside will not be there. I itself will not be there. No special identity will not be there.
In that case, the subconscious and superconscious are two different things. Two different
yes, of course,
state of mind.
Subconscious is only the storage box.
Yeah, which is in your memory, right?
Exactly. So if at all, being Hindus, if at all we listen, we have this past lives and other things. Even scientifically also there is past life regression therapies and all these things. So you believe even such memories carried in your subconscious, but which cannot be identified very easily by everyone. So it is only a memory box where it stores the things. That is the reason it acts 90% and 10% is only conscious mind. That's why we have to activate the consciousness a lot and we need to work a lot. Okay. So coming specifically, one second. Coming specifically to this Atma and understanding more about the soul and other stuff, it goes into a spiritual session. So if any one of you especially want to discuss on those topics, we'll have one session on that.
Yes, ma'am. My next question was regarding that only.
Okay.
As you said, the universal energy, that is Panchabhuta, Panchabhutas, they all mix together to make the life. Is it like that?
Exactly.
Right.
It is needed for a survival. If you see a plant without air, without water, without sun, plant cannot grow.
Cannot, yeah. So we also have the amsham of universal energy inside of us, which we called as soul.
Your Mooladhara chakra is earth.
Yes, ma'am.
Mooladhara chakra. Okay. When we have separate session, I'll be teaching you about the chakras as well. But do you know, like you
I
have mud in
know
your
that.
body? Without mud, the body
Yes.
cannot. The dust is part of your
Yes,
body.
I know about that. I have attended Yoga Vidya Pranic Healing classes also. In
Okay.
that also they have told about these things. But I have one doubt that this life energy, as you said, is that life energy is only the called as the soul inside of us?
No.
No. Then what is soul and what is life energy? I have some only doubt between that.
What do you mean by life energy?
And that's what you are saying, universal energy, which consists of all the five Panchabhutas and making this creature.
Making
That
this
is you,
creature,
your energy.
making this physical creature, making
Okay,
this
okay.
physical body and
Okay.
having the process of this body. But the soul is part of universal energy, which you
Okay,
call
the
it as
universal-
God, which we call like, some things will get manifested.
Okay,
And
this universal energy itself is Panchabhutas, you said, right?
Panchabhutas helps in the functioning in the universal energy. Panchabhutas are part.
Acha, part of universal energy, which creates the physical body.
Yes.
Okay.
Any
Okay.
creature on the planet, any creature on the
Mhm.
planet needs these 5 elements.
Okay, that I understood. So, what is soul then?
Soul is, see,
Part of that is real energy, what you are talking about.
it is a light form actually.
Okay.
Okay, so even in an animal, in a plant, in us, anywhere that light form is there, according to
Yeah.
our spiritual Vedics, like even the supreme power is a light.
Yeah.
It is not any
Yes.
gender, it doesn't have any shape nor color. Okay, so
Yes.
out of that big light, many small lights have been departed and taken place like this. So
Yes,
why it has
yes.
happened, what it has happened, no one knows about it. Still the research is going on by our ancient gurus. Still everyone is in search of it. So when we have taken part of it, we are so pure before we are coming here. But when we came here, taken a body, we became impure.
Yes, yes.
Once again, when we become pure, only we can get merged into that supreme energy.
Okay.
Whereas in spiritual terms, it is called as moksha.
Okay.
Don't get confused. In psychological terms, our moksha is a state of being happy.
Happy. Okay. In
When you
psychological
talk in
terms,
the spiritual terms, where you came from, you go back and merge in that is moksha.
that is moksha. Okay.
Right? So when you can go back and club into that, unless how you came here, you have to go back in the same way.
Okay. Okay.
So for going back in the same way, what is stopping you is like, these unwanted imaginations, memory that are disturbing you every day.
Okay.
When nothing is disturbing you and when the I factor is not there, you become so pure again.
Okay. That is the mind only, right? The disturbance is totally into the in the mind.
This
mind.
see, there are many states again, like Stula Deha, Sukshma Deha, Karana Deha, Mahakarana Deha. Many such layers are there inside.
Many layers. Yes.
So when you come to spirituality, only we can discuss those aspects. If in normal psychological perspective, we discuss them like, we will just get lot of confusions in the mind. So till this psychology, we will understand conscious mind, subconscious mind. Mind is the same. Mind is same,
Yes.
but conscious is there,
Yes.
subconscious is there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes,
So that's
ma'am.
how we differentiate it.
Having said that,
Ma'am, if you will conduct such class, I will be attending.
Sure. We will plan.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
ma'am, having said that, let us keep this limited to psychology, right?
Yes.
Of course, the moment you bring spirituality, it is just going above my head, right?
Yes.
So
I did
back to
not
the
get
topic of
spirituality.
psychology.
So because it is given in the sloka Atma, how we are considering it at our level is like, the knowledge. Okay.
So when we talk about psychology, how do I place everything is perishable, only soul is unperishable. How do I place this
So
in
the
my world of
events that
things?
come and go, events that come and go are perishable in nature. The emotions, feelings come and go are perishable in nature. The facts that you understood about what the life is, what is my duty, that is unperishable. So the knowledge is unperishable. The emotions, feelings, and the events all are perishable. They just come, go, come, go, come, go. But knowledge, what you seek and which is always there in your mind. This is how you differentiate it.
So event, situations,
Feelings, your state of mind,
are all
which we call as emotions.
okay.
Yes, all these are coming and going. So they are not facts of life because they are not consistent throughout.
Okay. But knowledge is
Exactly. The intellect which
knowledge
you
is
have,
constant.
knowledge, the intellect which you gain is constant. How do your intellect increase is because of your knowledge.
But won't my with time my knowledge is also fading, right?
Come again?
Won't my knowledge fade with time?
No.
Today I've learned this.
That's
Okay.
why
Today I've learned
that's
this.
why it is given like it is a cycle and always you are taking a constant improvement. So how you will go into a super conscious level if at all you keep on learning, only you will go into a super conscious level.
Okay.
Knowledge, whatever knowledge you have gained is stagnant always. But basing on the improvisations in the conditions, you will seek more knowledge. See, you are a trainer. The first year of training, your knowledge, whatever you have learned in your first year of training is same as it is. It did not get faded. But as generations are improving, you are learning more things to deliver them in a better way. So a constant workout on improvisation of your knowledge is important.
Okay.
So that's why knowledge is never ending and it's always learning and improving self. So again, you may go like, what is improving self is like, improving your intellectual level, and intellectual level will increase only with your knowledge. Because a third class person, second class person may be also intellectual basing on the information is available to him. Right? So intellectuality is nothing but being more conscious about what you are doing. If you have only limited information, you will start making a logical analysis only on the limited information. So you need to have the enough information always which you are gaining up to date. When you are a child, whatever is needed, you will understand it. As an adult, whatever is needed, you have to gain that information. So what is that information and knowledge that you are learning this? What is my duty? What is needed, what not needed? Where to react, where not to react? So ultimately saying what is the purpose is important.
Got it.
Oh, but still you can just revise once again and you can come back with doubts after 2 weeks. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah, I have a lot of doubt of today's session. Doubt, matlab, I'm still trying to dabble.
Yes.
Yeah. I am a
Ma'am,
little
there
lost
was a
with
request.
emotions.
No worries.
Ma'am,
You
if
just
sir can
put your
upload-
doubts in a form and we will meet again on this.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, shall we
Ma'am,
take a
if
10
sir
minutes of
can
break?
upload-
Yeah, please.
Ma'am, if sir can upload previous videos, we can go through them once again.
Okay. Previous videos. Okay, sure.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. So shall we take 10 minutes of break or should we end the session?
You have energy, please carry on. We don't
Sure.
mind, I'm guessing.
Sure, then we will complete till 30th sloka. We will just take
Because
10
we have
minutes
already
of break
started
and come
30
back.
minutes
Quick break.
late, right?
Can you